do for you. Just like I did with Blinken, I sat down and I watched Neera Tanden's entire confirmation hearing. Oh God, that was horrendous. I mean, they're all horrendous. Like every confirmation hearing it's an ass licking session. It's an ass kissing session, right? I think it's really a testament to what they call bipartisanship, right? When they talk about bipartisanship in the context of, a Senate confirmation, you really see how they're all on the same team. It's extraordinary. It's extraordinary. So anyway, I sat down, I watched the whole thing, and her shrilling voice, I mean, just insufferable, truly. And I picked out some of the best parts, so we're going to go through them together because I love you guys. So we got some good stuff over here, man. We got some good stuff. So again, for those of you who are who are out of the loop, Neera Tanden, she has been appointed or nominated at least by Joe Biden to head the OMB, the Office of Management and Budget. And she needs to be confirmed by the Senate. Okay, this is one of the cabinet positions that needs Senate confirmation. And, Bernie Sanders is the chairman of the committee, so he was there. We also had Lindsey Graham. And there are several interesting clips I want to play here. Let's go through them. Okay, so we're going to start out with the first one. This one is Lindsey Graham speaking. All right, and I'm going to play them in chronological order. So let's take a look.
But calling Mitch McConnell Moscow Mitch is probably not a very good thing to say. Suggesting that the minority leaders somehow in the pocket of the Russians. The GOP's capacity for evil knows no bounds. I'm sure a lot of people in America believe that. I'm not one of them. So Senator Sanders was Hillary Clinton's opponent, as we all know. So her scorn was not limited to Republicans. Russia did a lot more to help Bernie than the DNC's random internal emails did to help Hillary. Oddly, when Russia was trying to elect Trump, they did not attack Bernie Sanders. They chose to help him. They did this in the Democratic primary. They attacked the other candidate. I doubt if Bernie was Russia's pick either. So the point I'm trying to make here is that in a time of unity, we're picking somebody who throws sharp elbows. And there's going to be a consequence for that, hopefully on our side.
Okay. So Lindsey Graham is starting now. By the way, I think you missed it, but at the very beginning of the clip, he says that he doesn't mind people to take corporate donations. And you'll see why that's important in a second. So he was just reading out a bunch of tweets that she's made, right? Saying Moscow, Mitch McConnell is working for the Russians, and Bernie Sanders is also working for the Russians. I mean, if Lindsey Graham can see through that, we got an issue. And then Bernie Sanders also elaborates on these insults, okay, because Neera Tanden is known for being a bitch.
Your attacks were not just made against Republicans. There were vicious attacks made against progressives, people who I have worked with, me personally. So as you come before this committee to assume a very important role in the United States government, at a time when we need serious work on serious issues and not personal attacks on anybody, whether they're on the left or the right, can you reflect a little bit about some of your decisions and the personal statements that you have made in recent years?
Yes, Senator, I really appreciate that question, and I recognize that my language and my expressions on social media, caused hurt to people, and I feel badly about that. And I really regret it, and I recognize this. It's really important for me to demonstrate that I can work with others, and I look forward to taking that burden. And I apologize to people on either the left or right who are hurt by what I've said.
Do you see how she's groveling? I apologize, and I didn't mean any of it. It gets worse. Cory Booker, he gave a real masterclass in ass licking during this confirmation hearing. So he came in remotely. He had a video chat with the committee. Take a look at what he said about Neera Tanden, his good friend. You ready? Take notes.
If confirmed, Neera will accomplish this American mission. She will offer the kind of vision that is reflective of her brilliance, of her huge heart, and of her commitment and spirit for this country. She will continue to be truly a public servant and a servant leader. She will lead with empathy. She will lead with skill and understanding for our economy and of our country's challenges. And she will lead with love. She will lead with love of country and all of her citizens. I urge my colleagues to swiftly confirm Neera Tanden's nomination. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share with you why I so believe in my friend. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Booker.
She will lead with love, right? She will lead with love when she steals Libya's oil. So pay attention to this clip. I think a couple of people have covered it, but they haven't really understood what's going on here. So this is Bernie Sanders, and he starts asking her about all the corporate donations she's taken over the years. She was the head of this think tank, Center for American Progress. Just listen to the list, okay? And then we'll analyze.
Another issue that concerns me very much. I happen to believe that big money interests have an undue influence over the economic and political life of our country, that too often campaign contributions are what determines policy rather than the needs of ordinary Americans. And according to the Washington Post, since 2014, the Center for American Progress has received roughly $5.5 million from Walmart, a company that pays its workers starvation wages, $900,000 from the Bank of America, $550,000 from J.P. Morgan Chase, $550,000 from Amazon, $200,000 from Wells Fargo, $800,000 from Facebook, and up to $1.4 million from Google. In other words, CAP has received money for some of the most powerful special interests in our country. How will your relationship with those very powerful special interests impact your decision-making if you are appointed to be the head of OMB?
Senator, I thank you for that question. It will have zero impact on my decision making. And actually, CAP took a number of positions that disagreed vigorously with the policy positions of those institutions. But I appreciate this question, and it is my role. It will be my role to ensure that I am only serving the interests of the American people, the administration, and its agenda to address rising inequality and address the needs of working families.
Okay, let me translate for you. All right. So when politicians say thank you for that question, it means fuck you, you asshole. How dare you say that in front of me right now in public, you motherfucker. She said it twice. Huh? What kind of a question is that? You literally just read out how corrupt she is. You quantified it. You literally told us in dollar amounts how fucking corrupt she is. And then you ask her, will you be corrupt? No, sir, I will not be corrupt. I promise you. What the fuck is going on? You literally ran 2 presidential campaigns against people like her. And you're about to fucking let her go with that? You're going to let it slide? Jesus Christ. Yo. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. Hold on, I saved the best for last. This was my favorite part. Are you ready? So this is Senator Kennedy, all right? And he goes back to the issue of insults. Take a look.
I have to tell you, I'm very disturbed about your personal comments about people. And it's not just 1 or 2. I think you deleted about 1,000 tweets. And it wasn't just about Republicans. And I don't mind disagreements in policy. I think that's great. I love the dialectic. But the comments were personal. I mean, you call Senator Sanders everything but an ignorant slut.
That is not true.
And
Senator.
when you said these things, did you mean them?
I wouldn't have said ignorant.
Senator, I have to say, I deeply regret my comments.
I understand that, but
And
when
I
you
feel
said
badly
them, did
about
you
them.
mean them? I understand you've taken them back, but did you mean them?
I'd say the discourse over the last 4 years on all sides has been incredibly polarizing.
I'm asking about yours. Did you mean them?
I really feel badly about them, Senator.
Did you mean them?
I feel badly about them.
Did you mean them when you said them?
I mean, I would say social media is I've
Did
heard
you
a
mean them
terrible
when you said
discourse.
them?
I feel terribly about them.
Did you mean them when you said them, or were you not telling the truth?
I mean, I feel badly. I look back at them. I said them. I feel badly about them. I deleted tweets over.
Are you saying that because you want to be confirmed?
No, I felt badly about them. And
Did you
deleted
mean them when you said them?
Senator? I must have meant them, but I really regret them.
That's what I thought.
I want the record to reflect that I did not call Senator Sanders an ignorant slut. Okay?
Thank you. I don't know how I should take that, Senator Kennedy, but Senator Kane.
Did you see Bernie's inner cuck coming out there? I'm very grateful for that, Senator Kennedy. I'll be your ignorant slut if you want me to be. Yo, I want to point out a couple of things. Did you notice how she tried to pull the Trump card? It was pay attention, all right? At one point she says, the last 4 years, no, this has nothing to do with Trump. She was trying to, I assure you, that sentence was going to lead to Trump. The last 4 years, they've been wild. You know, it's just the whole toxic era of the Trump administration. You know, things were said, you motherfucker. And by the way, I there's a part right at the beginning where Kennedy says, you called Bernie Sanders everything but an ignorant slut, right? And if you listen closely, there's someone in the background saying, well, I wouldn't have said ignorant. I was like, oh, is that real? I turned it up for you so you could hear it. I'm going to play it again for you in case you missed it. All right.
When you said these things, did you mean them? But the comments were personal. I mean, you call Senator Sanders everything but an ignorant slut.
That is not true.
And
Senator.
when you said these things, did you mean them?
I wouldn't have said ignorant.
Was that Lindsey Graham? Did Lindsey Graham just call Bernie Sanders a slut? I think he fucking did. Let me play it again, man. You heard it. I know you heard it. I heard it too.
When you said these things, did you mean them?
I wouldn't have said ignorant.
You know what the best part is? Bernie Sanders is such a cuck that at the beginning of the thing, he's like, well, you know, I've known Senator Lindsey Graham for a long time, and we have a great personal relationship. I look forward to working. Look, man. She hasn't been confirmed yet. I can't believe Lindsey Graham just called Bernie Sanders a slut, and no one caught that. What the fuck? That is a brilliant hot mic moment. I'm not gonna lie, that was hilarious. Anyway, so she hasn't been confirmed yet, but we all know she's gonna get confirmed. We all know this. And I wanna say something else. You see how Bernie Sanders, he's pointing out her corruption, right? And you see how they're pointing out the mean tweets. What I want to know is why no one pointed out this email right here, which to me is perhaps the most striking indictment on your attendant, right? So this is an internal DNC email. She's writing at the time, okay, this is 2011. So she's writing to Faiz Shakir, who's actually, incidentally, he went on to become Bernie Sanders' campaign manager. She also punched him, by the way. That's also on her resume. right? She punched him because he asked a nasty question. Well, nasty in her opinion. He wanted to know something about the Iraq War regarding Hillary's position on the Iraq War. So look what she says here. All right. This is Neera Tanden. She says, we have a giant deficit. They have a lot of oil. Who's they? Oh, you look at the subject line. It says, should Libya pay us back? What the hell? Yes, she's actually suggesting that. We have a giant deficit. They have a lot of oil. Most Americans would choose not to engage in the world because of that deficit. If we want to continue to engage in the world, gestures like having oil-rich countries partially pay us back doesn't seem crazy to me. And again, I think it's out of frame, but I'm going to try and read the entire thing to you. She goes on to say underneath, do we prefer cuts to Head Start or WIC or Medicaid? Because we live in deficit politics. And that's what is happening and will be happening even more. And look at the timestamp. It took Faiz Shakir literally 1 minute. That's 11:23, 11:24. 1 minute to tell her, what the fuck are you saying? He says, I don't think it's fair that we create our own domestic problems and then ask other nations to pay for it. You see the adverse incentive problem here, right? If we think we can make money off an incursion, we'll do it. That's a serious policy messaging moral problem for our foreign policy, I think. Yeah. No shit. And no one asked her about this. Isn't that weird? I mean, to me, this is worse than all the other stuff. Honestly. This is way worse. You're going to put her in charge of the OMB? Are you serious? I mean, there are enough things on her resume to maybe, disincentivize you from doing that. But Jesus Christ, I mean, this woman is she's literally typing out an email. She doesn't care. So yeah, we should imperialist. We should do a little imperialism. Huh? How about we go steal some fucking oil, to make the Libyans thank us for bombing the crap out of them. And let's do that to other countries too, right? You don't want to cut Medicaid, do you? Can you imagine her in charge of the OMB? Well, look, President Biden, I don't want to have to, you're going to put me in a tough position here. I don't want to have to cut Medicaid or do, certain actions that would hurt our populace. Let's just go to war and make other countries pay for it. What the fuck? Is that who you want whispering the presidency here? Are you high? Are you on crack? No one brought this up. This is a real email. This is 100% real. She's never denied it. This is way worse than all of the tweets combined. She's saying we should fucking murder people and steal their oil. I mean, do I really need to explain this? I just read it to you. How is this woman still in politics? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And no one asked her about that. I think that says more about Bernie Sanders, Lindsey Graham, and all of them. Honestly, you're more concerned with the tweets, really, than this? Jesus Christ. I mean, this, of all things, she's talking about policy, how she, in private, views policy matters and budgetary matters. You're putting her in charge of the fucking Office of Management and Budget. So of all things, I mean, this is a prime example of how she thinks and reasons in the job that you're about to confirm her with. What are you doing? And we know Bernie Sanders is going to confirm her. We know that. We know that, man. We all know that. Right now, Bernie Sanders, I mean, after 2016, after rolling over for Biden again, Bernie Sanders is a cockmaster. And when he confirms Neera Tanden, he's going to be the right honorable, he's going to be promoted to the right honorable chief cuck of the Democratic Party. And he will hand over his testicles to Neera Tanden, and she will hang them in her office on the wall. It's coming. There was a Newsweek article saying that Bernie Sanders is gonna vote for her. I mean, that's not confirmed 100%. It hasn't happened yet. So I don't know where they're getting from. It's just conjecture, just like I'm very accurately speculating right here. But it's not confirmed. If you go read their headline, they act like it's already been. It's a done deal. No, it's not. It's not done yet. So I'm just warning you. I'm getting you ready. I'm warning you about what's coming. We know this is coming. I warned you months ago. As soon as Biden appointed her, I knew it's going to happen. I knew it. All right. You got to understand something, man. These people like Bernie Sanders, these progressives, right? They talk a good one, but when it's crunch time, when it comes down to, am I going to stand in the way of the Democratic Party? No. They get out the way, right? He's not going to challenge a Biden nomination. He's not going to do that. All right, he voted for Blinken, which, I mean, Blinken, objectively speaking, is 10 times worse. But, I mean, you could say that about any Secretary of State. And that's saying something given the shit that I just read to you. So, I mean, Bernie Sanders voted for that war criminal piece of shit after, you know, he's just, we all know, like, you're from the fucking Obama administration. You broke, as they say in their nice little columns, with Obama about, you know, what to do in Libya, what to do in Syria, because these guys are such chicken hawks. They wanted to send even more troops. They wanted a fucking ground invasion, you know? I mean, that's how violent, that's how bloodthirsty they are. And Bernie Sanders still votes to confirm him. Unbelievable. This is not scrutiny. And this is why I go back to my original point. This is not scrutinizing a candidate. It's a theater, right? It's a theater. What an ignorant slut. No, but seriously, this is unacceptable, man. This is really unacceptable. I mean, Christ almighty, you got a nation of 320 million people. Is that really the best you could find near Tandon? Really? 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 Please don't lie. So anyway, I've saved you from listening to her shrilling voice, and you know, that was really a bad couple of hours. It was not it was not nice. And you had several people like Cory Booker coming in and going, "Oh my God, look, she's my best friend, and you know, I've known her for decades, and she's full of integrity, and you know, someone with strong moral character, and I really think you should give her this job." And you know, that's all I'm gonna say. And Neera Tanden is the savior. Goodbye. That was it. That was half of the goddamn hearing, right? I've had it with this administration, and it's not even been a month.